Hello, welcome to Cajun Prairie Knits. My name is Kim, and this is episode 15, I think. You can find me on Ravelry as Jane Austen and on Instagram as jaustin1775. And today is November 13th, I believe, 2016. And welcome. I'm gonna do something a little bit different today. It's been a while since I talked to y'all, and it's been a while, but I haven't finished anything. Although I did knit a lot on one thing. So I think what I'm gonna do is I think I got everything. I've got all my knitting projects that are not finished yet out to show you. And so I didn't bring any spinning or crochet or anything. This is just the knitting that I could find. I think this is everything. So I have 10 projects that are on the needles. For some of you that'll be a lot, and for some of you that'll be nothing. So it's pretty many for me, but not. I've had more, so yeah. Okay, so I think I'll just grab whatever I see and tell y'all about it. Okay, so the first thing I have, let's see what's in here. My little bird bag. Okay, this is a hat. It's a Lee Meredith pattern, and let me see if I know I don't know if I know the name of it. This is not starting out well, is it? Yes. Silencio by Lee Meredith. And I showed this before, and I am exactly probably in the same place I was last time I showed you, because I haven't worked on it. But I still like it. It's super soft. This is some kind of Malabrigo worsted, I think is what it's called. It's a single ply. Really soft yarn. But it's got this little twisted stitch, like 1x1 type cable thing going on here. And I always forget how to do it without the cable needle. So I need to go watch the video again so I can remember how to do it. But I will finish this at some point and probably give it to somebody. Unless I like the way it looks. But I'm sure it'll look fine. I just don't usually wear purple, but it's pretty. So that is that one. And I have, let's see, I have 3 shawls, 2 mittens, 2 hats, 2 sweaters, and a cowl. So that's not too bad. It's a good variety. Okay, so that is one. This next one is in this fancy, look at this bag. I don't have very many bags. I have 3, 4, I think I have 5. So half of my projects have real bags. The next pattern is Dotted Rays, which is a shawl by Stephen West. Where is Mr. West? With his dinosaur. I love this pattern. This is supposed to be for my mom for Christmas. Maybe. It'll be for her when I finish it, but here it is so far. Not very big. But very fun, very easy. And I'm using Knit Picks City Tweed DK in a gray and this sort of a teal, green, blue. This one's called Orca, like the whale, and I don't remember what this one's called. Enchanted, maybe. I'm not sure, but they're very pretty. So that's that one. Okay, next, let's see, let's do the mittens next. The mittens are the oldest project that I have that is not finished. I don't knit socks anymore because it hurts my wrists to knit at a really tight gauge on small needles. So I don't get second sock syndrome because I don't knit socks, but I definitely get second mitten syndrome. Yeah. So this is it's not even the right pattern. Anyway, this is a mitten that I made 6 years ago. It's a Purl Soho pattern. You sew the top part of the mitten out of this wool felt fabric, and then you knit the cuff on. So I made one, and then I have this part sewn for the other one, but I haven't put the cuff on. How long is that going to take? Yeah. I did lose the yarn for a while, but I have found it, and it's alpaca. It's a sport weight alpaca, and I can't remember exactly what it is, but I think it's, what is it? Is it a blue sky alpaca? It's the one, if you find this pattern on the Purl Soho site, this is the yarn that they recommended to do the cuff in. So, whatever that is. It's super soft, really fuzzy halo, nice yarn. So I definitely need to finish that. I don't know if y'all can tell that they're slightly different colors because I have been wearing the one that I finished with like a random other mitten because I have knit two. So yeah, it's faded because it's been used and this one hasn't. It's really sad. Also in a nice clear project bag. Okay, next. This one is probably about a year old. I think I was working on it last winter. Might not even be a year. Might have been earlier this year. But I was gonna make these. It's a free pattern. But I don't remember the name. But it's thrummed mittens. So I was using some of my hand spun in these two colors, and I have one mitten. These are supposed to be for my sister. So yeah, I have one done. And the reason this one's not, the other one's not finished is because I discovered I hate doing thrums, and yeah, that's pretty much why. I love the way they look, like little hearts, but not fun. So here's what I have of the second one. And also, the instructions are not very good about the thumb section. They don't really tell you where to put the thrums on it so that it stays in pattern. So I just sort of made it up, and it's not very good. And I'm on the thumbs part, and it was getting confusing, and I was trying to have to think to figure out where I was going to put the next one, and I got aggravated and I quit. And then it also became spring, and didn't need mittens anymore. So I would finish this one, except I think I spun the fiber I was using for the thrums because it's not in the container anymore. So I would either have to find something else to use for the thrums for the rest of this one. I'm not ripping this one out. I'll totally wear two different mittens. I don't care. So I'll either try and finish it, or I'll just have one and I'll do something else with the rest of this yarn. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not excited about finishing that one. Oh, and that one's in a nice little box. Okay, what else do we have? Let's see if I can find. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3. That was 4. So we're almost halfway. Okay, the next one I have is this cowl it's the Retreat Cowl by Joji Locatelli, and I'm pretty far along on this one. This is hand spun merino silk that I dyed, and my problem with this one is this is all I have left. I'm pretty sure this is all I have left. I'll have to go look, but yeah, I think this is all I have left of the blue color. I have some more, but it's pink. And I need to do 11 inches, I think, or 11 more. I can't remember. 11 inches from right here, where this little marker is, something like that. Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough. I probably won't, but I think what I might do is just use whatever I have of this, and then you're supposed to graft it together. So then I'll just, it's pretty, yeah. Well, I would wear it like that. Yeah, I'll probably just knit a little bit more on it, and when it gets a good size, I'll graft it together and call it done. It's supposed to have an edging around after that you pick up and put on, but I'll probably just won't do that, and then I'll finish this. So that one should get finished, because I know I'll wear it. And this is in my little, what do you call these? It's not an origami bag, it's a bento bag by Fringe Supply Company. This is the smallest size, if you were wondering how big they are. I now have all 3 sizes because I love these bags. So that's the smallest one. I mean, it's really good for like a hat or socks or anything with one skein that's not very big. And all right, halfway there. Next one, let's do this one if I can find it. Yeah. So this I did work on a little bit. It just doesn't show because it doesn't grow very fast. This is my Caspian sweater by Jared Flood, and I'm using Cascade 220 Heathers. I forgot the name. Wheat? No. Some kind of plant heather. It might be wheat. I'm not sure. So I have one sleeve. And this is the back, which I'm pretty far along on. I have, I think I have maybe 8 or 9 rows left on the cable part with the increases, and then I'll probably have like another 1.5 inches, and then I'll do the neck shaping, the back, yeah, neck shaping. So I really don't have that much further to go on this. This just takes forever to do this cable section. So let's see, that's where I was last time I showed this. So I did that, which doesn't seem like much, but it takes a while, and it's really hard on my hands, but because I knit this in like no time, and this part also took no time. So I was actually considering the front and the back are the same until you get to the neck, so I was considering making this the front and then just doing the back plain so that it would go faster and I wouldn't worry about this, but I'm gonna like it better if I put the cables in, and then the cables pull in the fabric so much. If I don't put them, I'm afraid it won't fit right or won't sew it up right if I don't put them, so I'll just do it. I mean, I love it. I just it's taking me forever, and I want to finish it so I can wear it while it's cold. It's only just now getting kind of chilly-ish, cold enough to wear a sweater at night, so hopefully I can finish it. But yeah, when I finish this part, I think I'm going to do the other sleeve, and then I'll do the back. I mean the front. Okay. This bag is way too small for this project. Okay, what else do we have? Let's just do both the sweaters. Next sweater is the Moto Jacket by Hannah Fettig, and I'm knitting that with Quince & Co. I believe this is Chickadee in the some kind of wine color, Barolo. And I have, it's kind of crazy looking. Let's see, because this is all in one piece. So, yep. So what I did was I knit until I got to the part where the bottom was just straight knitting and you weren't doing any shaping anymore, and then I put it on a holder. Well, I took the tips off, and then I started doing one of the sleeves because I was actually getting tired of doing this part. So that's where I am on one sleeve. And the sleeves are actually fairly big on me, but I figure it's supposed to be a jacket, so it'll be okay if they're a little big. I can just wear, might be able to wear something bigger underneath it. So, but otherwise, I think it fits, yeah, pretty well. So I haven't worked on that in a while. Let's see if I have a picture of it. There we go. And this is the medium-sized bento bag. It fits the sweater okay. Because I don't have all the yarn in here. I just have the one I'm working with. I don't have the rest of it in here, but it's pretty full. So maybe like a shawl would work really well in here, something like that. Next, let me just finish out this little container. I have my Hammersmith hat, or my Bruce hat, or my giant black baby alpaca hat. And it has grown pretty good amount. I mean, normally this would be way long enough I could put the crown on, but I want it to have a cuff about this pretty big cuff, maybe like that. And then also to be slouchy after it has the, oh, I love it. Yeah, like this, and then a little bit of slouch. So I think I'm going to do maybe another, wow, it's pretty close. I'm going to have to finish this. Maybe an inch, and then put the decreases on. I have to see how many decreases there are. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm going to have to finish this one soon. I didn't realize it was that close to being done. Love it. It's just a basic 1x1 ribbed hat, but I did a tubular cast on, and I'm going to use the decreases for, oh, I can't remember. It's on my project page in Ravelry, the pattern I'm going to use for the decreases. So, yay. All right, 2 more. I'm going fast. Let's see. I'm getting fiber all over my tea. Okay, this one I definitely have not shown you before, I'm pretty sure. It's also in a lovely plastic bag. This is very old too. It's probably 3 years old, maybe more, maybe 4, something like that. But this is the Celesterium pattern by Audrey Nicklin. And it's just not a very good picture, but it's a little black and white. I'm sure you've seen this before. It's a circular shawl with constellations that are made with beads and yarn overs. So, love it. I love astronomy. So, yeah, I've been wanting to make this forever. So then I just decided I was going to do it. And I'm using Tosh lace, which they don't, Madeline Tosh lace, they don't make this anymore. In the Spectrum colorway, which is basically all the colors, but it tends to look either blue or purple overall. Sometimes it might look a little more green, but it's got, you know, pink and yellow, green, red, purple, blue, everything. I just thought it would look good as sort of a night sky type look. And so this is what I have so far. It's very hard to show. That's the middle. The original pattern is done with fingering weight. I couldn't afford at the time to get, like, I forgot how many skeins of fingering weight it would take. But you know, I wanted to do like Madeline Tosh or something really nice and soft. But I think I would have needed like 4 skeins, maybe 3 or 4. Anyway, it would have been too expensive. So I could do 2 skeins of the lace weight, and I'll probably have a bunch left over. So that's what I did. And my beads are, I think I have 2 different kinds in here, but they're clear with silver linings. So, and I love working on this. I just haven't done it in forever, but every time I do pick it up and work on it, it's just why am I not doing this? It's all charted, but it's super easy. So if you haven't done a chart, it's not difficult at all. I'll show you a piece of it. I'm not giving anything away. They're like pages and pages of charts, so don't let that scare you. But this is just like a example. I just highlight the row after I do it. But basically, it's knit, yarn over, and I think knit 2 together is the other stitch. Is that right? Pretty sure. And then a bead every once in a while. And you know where to put the bead because the bead goes where the yarn over knit 2 together thing was on the last one. It's very easy to see where you are. And yeah, that's it. Every once in a while you have to do an increase round, like right here, so that it keeps growing in a circle. Also not difficult. So it's super easy. So if you were thinking about doing something with beads or a chart or anything, it's not hard. The hardest part was the beginning, doing this little, you have to start in the center, and there's a bead in the center. But it still wasn't that difficult. So yeah, I love that pattern. I really, really need to work on that some more. And is that all I wanted to say? Oh, I'm not using, some people use crochet hooks to put their beads on. I actually am using dental floss, just regular. I know there's these fancy dental floss. I can't find those around here. I've heard about it, super floss or something. I can't find that. So I just use regular dental floss, and I take it and put my beads. This is the first thing I ever beaded, so like I said, it's not hard. You take your bead and put it on. It helps if you can see. All right, put it on the dental floss. You take the stitch that you are ready to put the bead on, and you put the floss through that stitch, and then you slide the bead onto the stitch, and then pull the floss out. Put the stitch back on the needle. That's it. I can't figure out how to do the crochet hook. It's hard when you get one small enough to fit through the bead. it's so small that it only grabs like one ply or a little bit of the yarn to pull it through, and to me it was way more difficult. So I found this much easier. But try both ways if you don't know how to do it, and you might like one better than the other. And I know there's like a special tool you can use for beading too. I've never tried that. Anyway, so there's the Celesterium. Makes me want to work on it. I'm on chart E, and there are, I think chart F is the last one, but it's giant. It's like, oh wow. Yeah, chart F has 8 pages. Yeah, I'm not really almost done. No. And then you have to do a border around the outside. So it'll take me probably another 5 years, but I will finish that, and I do like working on it, so it will get done eventually. Okay, let's see. Looked at all of those. So the last one is the one that I've been working on the most, and you have never seen. This is the Mystery Knit Along from Stephen West, the building blocks. So if you, for some reason, or I don't know how, have avoided seeing what it looks like, let me let Buddy in. Oh boy. Oh, watch out, dude. Okay. Oops, sorry. Yeah, look away if you still don't know what the building blocks looks like. I don't know how you would do that, but I'm way past when the mystery stage. Okay, so I am using Brooklyn Tweed Loft in 4 colors. I'm using Homemade Jam, which is this color, and then I'm using Old World, which is this really dark blue, and the it doesn't look quite right on there, but it's dark navy blue, like super dark blue, with red and sort of teal tweed. And then this is Tint, which is a sort of an army green. And then Tallow, which it's hard to describe, but I think if you know the color of like maple wood, like unfinished maple wood, that's kind of the color. Okay. So I am on the second to last clue, but there's 3 sizes. You can do small, medium, or large, and I've decided I'm going to do the medium. So I'm on my last section, and then I'm going to bind off. So this is gigantic. Where is this, the front? Yeah. So this is the first clue was, I think it was this and this, or maybe this and 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, it must have been up to here. Anyway, you've got the stripes, garter stitch sort of stripes right here. Then you have the solid with the Homemade Jam. And then this is Tallow and Tint with this other type of garter stripe. Then the Old World. Then the Brioche section, which was really fun, with the Homemade Jam and the Tallow. Then I've got the Tint. And then this is my favorite section. It's like a stockinette and with garter ridges in it, with the Old World and the Homemade Jam. And now I'm doing a big band of Tallow. And then I think I'm going to bind off. There's either, you can pick any color and just do the I-cord bind off, or you can do a striped one. So I think I'm going to do the striped one with the colors from the first section after. So sort of like this part. If I made the large, I would do another section that looked like this. But that's going to take me forever. And it's big enough. I can't even show you how, I don't think it'll fit. No. Okay, it's all scrunched up, and this is a 60-inch needle that I'm using. So, yeah, it's pretty big. And I love it. I love it. This is, like I said, I've done all the Stephen West mystery knits except the first one. This is my favorite one to work on. I haven't gotten bored yet. And you think you might get bored because it's kind of similar, but it's like the perfect level of easy, but I'm not bored. So something's happening every once in a while, but it's something really easy and I can memorize it. I love it. So yeah, it's really fun to work on. And I hope I will finish it soon because I'm not quite, I'm not halfway yet. It's going to be the same size as this. So yeah. And Loft comes in 50 gram skeins. This is how much I have left of 50 gram skein of the Tint and the Old World, which are my A and B colors so far. So I'm planning to use those to do the bind off. So I'm hoping this will be enough and I won't have to use my second skeins for these. This one I did break into the second skein, but my first one was used already, so some was missing. And I'm thinking I might have been able to get by with 50 grams of that one. This one this is what I have left of 50 grams, and I've already wound up this one because I'm definitely going to go into the second one. If I did the large size, I would definitely use the second of both of these and probably most of it. And then probably bind off in maybe the red or something, but I'm not doing that. So I think I'll have enough to make a hat, or possibly a hat and mittens with all the leftover yarn. So that's cool. I mean, I didn't actually need to buy as much as I had, but I love this yarn, so I'm not going to complain about having too much Loft. So I'll just I need mittens, obviously. I need 2 that are the same, so hopefully I can do that. Oh, and this gigantic thing with its yarn is in my newest fringe bag. Oh wait, let me show you this first. Metal needles. I have said before I don't use metal needles, but I needed a longer cable, and the wooden ones, the longest they had was like 40, I think. And so I found these ChiaoGoo red lace, the lace needles. And everybody always says they love ChiaoGoos and Hi-His, and I've never tried either. The only metal needles I've tried are Addies, and I really hate them. So they're too slippery for me, and they're cold, and I don't like them. So I thought, people can't love these so much, and then, I'm going to give it a try. And it has a 60-inch cable. They were only like $9 or something. They weren't that expensive, so I'm going to try it. They're pretty awesome. I don't know if I'd switch from wood to metal, but I had no problem using these. They haven't bothered me. They warm up right away. They're light. And they're grippier than the Addies, which is what I don't like about the Addies. Are too slick for me. These are about the same grippiness as my wooden Knit Picks needles. So yeah, that's really cool. I don't know if that's because they're the lace and they want them to have a little bit of grip so your stitches don't fall off. Maybe the regular ChiaoGoos don't have that. But yeah, and they're pointy, but they aren't stabbing me because I tend to push on the tip with my fingernail whenever I'm knitting. So yeah, if you don't like metal needles and you haven't tried ChiaoGoos, give them a try because I like them. So. Oh, and this is the large size, and it's pretty full. with this gigantic shawl. But this is 4 skeins of yarn. I bought this to use for my sweaters, but the shawl fits in it pretty well. So it'll live in here first, and then I'll probably move my Caspian in here. There you go. And I think that's everything. Yep, that's all the knitting I have. Tons of stuff has happened since the last time I recorded. I don't particularly want to talk about any of it, I don't think, but I got a new refrigerator because my old one died, so that's kind of cool. Not that it died, but the refrigerator's nice. Yeah, I'm gonna put some nice nature photos in here at the end, and that'll be it. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.